What's going on, guys? Jay the Black here. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about Tia Mowry. You know, Tia Mowry has been divorced. I believe the divorce was finalized, last year? And she is still talking about it. Last year, around this time, she was emotional about the effects of the divorce. Even though the divorce was her idea, she pushed through with it and pretty much got the divorce done in 5 months after the announcement that they were separating. This was all her doing. And now she's giving advice to women in regards to divorce. You know the difference between those women that you're giving advice to, Tia, and yourself, is that those women probably divorced, didn't want to separate from their husband. Maybe there were a lot of circumstances. There was, in your situation, there really was no bad circumstances. You just wanted to be single. Because the first thing you did when you separated from him, you didn't take the time to heal. You got out there and started dating again. Because that's what it was all about. You wanted to be out here in these streets. You wanted to go out here and sample different men. That's what you wanted. You wasted no time. You're telling women that they need to work on themselves and focus on work. Did you focus on work, or were you out here going on dates, complaining about your dating life on TikTok and Instagram? You forced this divorce. That's why they were able to finalize it as quickly, because a lot of these divorces take time. They settled it within 5 months. That's how badly she wanted out. And even from her side and his, there was no cheating, no abuse. Even though people tried to push this false narrative at Cory as if he was the problem, when he wasn't. Cory was not the problem. Cory did what he was supposed to do. But, you know, you have Tia, who's in her mid-40s. She had been with Cory, I believe, since she was in her 20s. Might have been close to her mid-20s. She had been with Cory. She had only been with him. And I think that the closer she got to her mid-40s, the more she wanted to be single and experience things. There's nothing wrong with that, but don't act like it's some emotional weight on your shoulder. No, this is something that you wanted. And you made sure within 5 months of separating, you made sure to push through with the divorce, to make sure the paperwork was signed. You burnt a bridge with Cory because you're listening to people give you bad advice. You don't see your sister looking to divorce her husband, now do you? But you're divorcing Cory because, you know, you feel like you're getting older and you want to experience things, but you burn that bridge. Now, you could have went through a trial separation, but that's not what she wanted. She wanted to replace Cory. She did not care about healing. She cared about finding another man to be with her, to be a stepdaddy to her children. We see this all the time. There was nothing wrong with this marriage. Do you know how many marriages end because both parties were just so toxic? They shouldn't be together and they finally separate. There was none of that. And again, that's according to you. That's according to Cory. So if you didn't have these problems, why do you do it, Tia? You know why you do it? Because you're looking at social media and TikTok and you're looking at all these women give horrible advice and you fell I'm saying victim because you're not a victim. You fell for the BS like most of these heifers do. Y'all watch these videos of these unlicensed dating coaches give y'all horrible advice, tell you to throw away an almost 20-year relationship with over 17-year marriage for what? Just so you can have a hot girl summer? And you still ain't replaced Cory yet. You know why you haven't replaced him? Because you don't know what you're looking for. You don't. You couldn't wait to ruin your marriage just so you can go and replace him. Did none of your friends tell you how bad the dating market is? Of course they didn't. They gave you bad advice because they want to see you break up with this black man. It's pathetic. And then you're giving advice about divorces. You need to tell these women to not leave a good marriage. That's what you need to do, Tia. Tell these women to not leave a good marriage. So let's get into this so y'all can see this too. Tia Mowry shares divorce advice after splitting from Cory Hardrict. Tia Mowry, who's 46, took to her Instagram stories on Wednesday for a Q&A. And when someone solicited actress advice on how to bounce back from a broken marriage, she shared some words of wisdom. I think I'd say diving into doing the work, Mowry advised. Really, truly focus on self-care. Focus on what makes you happy and what brings you joy. Build a tribe, a community of friends, a support system, mediate, try new hobbies. Or meditate, meditate. It's about meditate, try new hobbies. Read books on healing. Spend time with your kids if you have them, or just surround yourself with people who genuinely love and support you. You know, this would be good advice if we don't look at the fact that you left a good marriage. You know how many women are desperate to find a man who will want to be married? One, who wants to be with them for as long as y'all were together, and two, marry them for as long as you were married. Tia, as soon as you broke up, I'm not talking about the finalization of the divorce, but as soon as you broke up with Cory, you started getting on dating apps looking for new men. You immediately started looking for new men. You weren't waiting for healing. You were looking for his replacement immediately, because like most of these women, you're getting bad advice from unlicensed dating coaches, or no, not dating coaches, unlicensed life coaches. All these people are life coaches all the time. People giving you maybe 10% good advice. The rest of it is something they done stole from somebody else. You should not be listening to these people, but she did, and she left her marriage thinking that she was just going to replace him. I think she thought she was going to replace Cory. She continued, do things that feel fun and fulfilling. Travel if you can. Traveling really helped me. It's all about creating new experiences. The more experiences you have, the further away you get from the heavy, gut-wrenching feeling of divorce. Also, allow yourself to cry. She added, allow yourself to feel it all. Just don't let it consume you. I hope that helps. Mowry was married to actor Cory Hardrict from 2008 until 2023. The exes share 2 children together. This is the message she put up, and that was the accompanied photo. So she's learning to make everything a thirst trap. Listen, y'all got to understand something about these Western women. Western women make it so easy to be critical of them because they make horrible moves. You shouldn't have left your husband. What heartache are you going through? Was it really that tough of a choice? You finalized the divorce 5 months after separating, which lets me know you were determined to leave. You were determined to burn that bridge. You were. This was a decision that you made up in your mind years ago, that you were going to leave him at some point. And now you got your wish. Now, again, she could end up in a relationship tomorrow, right? I'm not here to say whether she is with somebody. I believe that she is seeing other men, but these are men that, she doesn't want to go public with because she wants a commitment from them. But I do believe she's out here dating men, but she wants to see if they're going to commit to her. There was one guy she was dealing with while she was recording a reality show. Again, she's turning her so-called pain into reality TV. This was a plan. She had a plan. She was going to separate from him. She was going to get back out there in the dating market. She was going to try to make it her social media presence, get a reality TV show. These women are not serious. Now, I can understand this behavior from a woman who was from a woman who's like a Gen Z or a millennial who get married for a couple of years and then separate and do all this. But this woman was married to this guy for almost 20 years. Almost 20 years. And has 2 children with them. And she's now wanting to give advice and act like she has it all together when she really doesn't. I think a lot of women need to log off. They need to log off social media because y'all claim men who consume like red pill content are being radicalized. What about you heifers that watch these TikTok videos of these unlicensed life coaches who are giving you horrible advice, telling you that, yes, it's okay to leave your husband of almost 20 years. You know, you got to live your life. You got to be happy, right? But then act like it was such a gut-wrenching decision when you finalize that divorce 5 months after you separate. You're already out there on dating apps looking for the next guy. You didn't take no time to heal. That was BS. And that's where women are. This is why men don't want to get married. Because you heifers play way too many games. And it don't matter. It could be women in their 20s. It could be women in their 30s. Women in their 40s. They're all playing games, which is why none of them are getting rings anymore. It isn't because these men don't love these women. What's the point? What's the point of putting a ring on her finger if all she wants to do is have one foot out the door and leave when the going gets tough? So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let me know thoughts on the video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, X, Instagram. Check out all of the videos on this channel, and I'll see y'all next one.